What's setting? Wait for people to get on first. So for those that don't see this live, what I'm gonna do is I'm trying to get people to give me stuff to talk about. Um, I just want to give. I was gonna hear other people views that those that are awakened, and if anybody got any questions or want to ask something. So I'm just waiting on people to get on. Meanwhile, if this is your first time seeing this, make sure you check out my other episodes. I talk about a lot of shit, good shit. You know what I'm saying? Truth. Uh, Conscious conversations. I also have a podcast outside the box too. Make sure you check them out too. Which I'm gonna be starting season 2 soon. Trying to wait, get some people in here since we live. So again, I'm waiting on people to get in before we do this live in effect. Seth Siyon. Is anybody up? Is anybody out there? Anybody want to talk about something? Okay, we got 11 people now. We got 100. 11, 40. Okay. Greetings, everybody. Siyon, conscious conversation. So since we got a lot of people in here now, what I'm doing is I want to make this live, and I want y'all to comment anything that you want me to talk about, or elaborate on, or get my truth on. Cause I be talking about a lot of shit. So sometimes, I want to give people an opportunity to get their feedback, or either, ask me questions about something. Okay. We got some messages. What's my favorite gun? Well, I had a Smith and Wesson 1911 45. So that was chrome with the wood grain tip. I mean the wood with the wood grain handle. So yeah, I go with that one. Joe Rodriguez. Talk about Herman. I can't say I know who that is. So for everybody that's in here right now, like, so I do conscious conversations where I talk about like real shit, truth, spiritual shit, all that. So if you have been tuning in, like type of stuff I talk about. If you haven't tuned in, it's your first time, this is only live, then like anything that's outside the box, anything does not conform to societal views, and that's the shit I talk about. So if anybody got anything they want to throw out there, or make sure if you're on here, if you haven't checked out my episodes, make sure you go back and check them out on my channel. Let me see. You got any more comments? Damn, I was okay. I don't know who Herman Gores is. I don't know who that is. What's going on? Batted chicken. You got any questions, mama? What's up? What's up? Again, y'all, shoot me something to talk about in the comments. I talk about a lot of shit, so I'm trying to give people an opportunity to give me something to elaborate on or get my truth on. SMTH, what's that? Friends on Starbucks. Firm something. Like, what's up? Hey, y'all, give me something to talk about. Yes, I did play in. I played in high school. I didn't play college. I was actually a basketball player. I wasn't this big in high school, so I was more basketball. But I tore my ACL my senior year, so okay, that's a good question. All right, so JJS says, any advice for knowing the path you're on is right? That's a that's a good question. So this is what I would say. Like, it's not going to feel right to your natural mind, but it's going to feel right with your inner self, like your intuition. Um, it's hard to discern that in the beginning because we are ruled by the ego, we're ruled by our natural senses, so it's kind of hard to distinguish. But anytime that I give you like a cheat code to it to understand it. Like anytime that you start having anxiety or just start having shit happen that don't normally happen, or you start having these feelings that you normally don't feel, then that's basically telling you that you need to get in line with your inner self instead of instead of feeding your ego. But you would know you're on the right path or not. Like I said, it's one of them things that if you wasn't on the right path, you would have these. You would know. There would be signs and there would be experiences that you had to be like, you know what, I need to reform from this and go another way. Hold on, I missed somebody. Spamming? What are you talking about? Just Drift said, you twice my size. That's what's up, man. I can dig it. I can dig it. So JJS, did I answer your question or do I need to go in a little deeper? Man, if you twice my size, you need to be somewhere in somewhere. World's strongest man or the biggest man ever. Cause that'd mean you be 600 pounds, nothing but muscle. I don't know nobody that big. 145 down. Okay, okay. So do you work out? All right, JJS. I just got you. Hold on, go back. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, you would know, but sometimes you like sometimes we have to fail in order to know better or to learn or to evolve. So don't don't like what I'm saying, be discouraged or don't beat up yourself when you do fuck up, because we're gonna always fuck up. And that's the only way we're gonna learn. So it's gonna be some incidents where you could be like, damn, but don't, like I said, don't beat yourself over about it. Just learn from it and reform from it. Cause thing about it is, when you do fuck up, you're gonna have that same test come right back to you again to make sure that you got it. So that's how you got the like, once you do it the first time, like, get it right there. Then when it come back again, you know what I'm saying, reform from it, reform to the truth. Let's see. So for anybody that tuned in, what we do, I'm just doing like anybody to give me something to talk about, conscious conversation, something that's what I'm saying, outside the box. I don't want to talk about the shit you see every day on TikTok and Instagram and the news and all that shit. I want some real conversation, conscious conversations, outside the box shit. See, my goal in life is to be a father and raise kids right. But at the same time, the system is against people. Hold on. The system is against people these days. Well, to answer that question, you were right. So your lifestyle is gonna have to be not of the system. You know, um, you know, homeschooling. Like, homeschooling is a good option. Like, and then like also having your own garden, growing your own vegetables, um, even like as far as animals, you know, like cows and stuff like that. Like, learning how to, because damn, this thing about it, like, to not be conformed to the system, it's gonna take some choices, like, cause that's, people look at that as like, oh, you crazy or you weird because you want, you don't want your kids. And like, also, I'm gonna tell you something too. Also, it's very important. Like, when you do have kids and like when they're born, do not give them any of the shots that they supposed to get. Don't do it. Don't do it. I didn't do it for two of mine, and I'm talking about they like good, like good. So yeah, don't give your kids those shots or anything that's like, I guess, like mandatory with the system. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yep. But the thing about it is, I'm gonna read the question out. So you said silence can only help for so long. The system tries to keep us stuck in silence. You're right, they do. Because if anybody speak out about something that's truth and that's real, they gonna first try to, condemn that person as being crazy or, you know, whatever, weird, or, what I'm saying? And that's why I do these conscious conversations. I also do my podcast outside the box to let people know that there are people out there that know what you know, feel the same way you do, and also people that can help you evolve to where you need to be. So you got to like you got to understand that everything that we was taught, growing up and stuff, was lies, and the things that we were told was lies are actually the truth. I give you an example, like, look at like TV for instance. You know what I'm saying? You have these movies, and then you have like different networks. But sci-fi was always considered the fictional stuff, like stuff that ain't true. Nah, that shit was like. So first of all, how do you come up with these ideas? Where they come from? Like, you just don't come up with these ideas for sci-fi. I mean, they had to come from somewhere. They had to come from some kind of source. So they and like, as as time go on, you start to understand that this sci-fi shit is actually true. It was just preparing us for like what the future's gonna be like. Some of it could be interpreted, some of it could be, not exactly what it's saying, but it's gonna be what it's saying. But I encourage anybody, man, speak your truth. Don't give a fuck what somebody say or what somebody think, because at the end of the day, we're in the era now was all about alignment with not the physical, but the inner, the spirits, the souls. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it ain't gonna be like it ain't gonna be all about how we were raised with the race and cultures. It's gonna be about are you are you woke? You know what I'm saying? Is your third eye open? You know, they don't give a damn about what your complexion is or how your hair look or whatever. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get prepared for it. It's coming. My podcast is it's on my YouTube channel. On this right here, you have to go back a little bit because I took a break from the outside the box and started doing these conscious conversations because I wrapped up season 1, so I'm about to jump into season 2. But if you go on this channel right here, Big Country Main NC, BIGKUNTRYMANENC. I have like 20, 25, 26 episodes of my outside the box. And I also have guests on there too, so that's the difference with this one versus the outside the box. Because I have actual guests, and then like I allow them to speak their truth, and we have discussions about it. And the one thing about it, you can always agree to disagree because we're all different. You know what I'm saying? So it's no you right on wrong. It's like like I understand where you coming from. They understand where I'm coming from, and we have we don't. It ain't no I'm right, you wrong, or you right, I'm wrong, whatever. Nah. So it's open conversation. Man, I'm not little guy. I'm tiny, man. You can't see I'm tiny. Come on, man. I'm tiny. Ain't no little guy. I'm tiny. All 6'5", 270, tiny. Anybody else got any questions they want? I got probably like 10. I'll do 10 more minutes. And also, I'll wait till somebody put a question. Also, make sure that for the two people that ask the question, make sure y'all grind yourself so you will have that clarity and you'll have that discernment. And when I mean grind yourself, like grind yourself with nature. Make sure you go out, walk barefooted, like ground yourself to the ground, hug trees. That's like free energy. It's like charging your cell phone. Like when you grind yourself to nature and you connect with trees, that's energy that's coming in. It charges your spirit, your soul, and that manifests through your physical. That's why I look so young. I'm a testimony. But yeah, make sure y'all grind yourself and meditate. Like take time. Like especially, it's very powerful in the morning. Like when you get up in the morning. Like if you say for instance, if you work in a 9 to 5 whatever, and you have to be up at 6 o'clock. Set your alarm for 30 minutes early, just so you can like meditate, get to yourself, be at peace, work through your thoughts, work through your feelings and emotions. You know what I'm saying? When you wake up, because what happens is when you don't have the time, you get up and you just rushing, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, getting your own clothes and whatever. Like that stuff is still there. You know what I'm saying? Like even though you was busy, it's still there. You have to work that shit out. That's a part of your shadow work. Taking the time. You gotta take the time for that. It ain't going. You can't just work all day and just do shit all day and think, you know, it's gonna go away. It's not gonna go away. It's gonna build up. It's gonna come out regardless. So take time throughout the day to meditate and just embrace your feelings and emotions and like understand your thoughts and reform from the ego, because the ego plays a lot of part in our thoughts. You know what I'm saying, which is lies. But let me check this question real quick. It said wish more people would tune in to things like this, because I do that, but can tell but you can tell how you do ignore things. You have to right to be mad, but you don't really want to waste the energy. Yeah, I mean, this the thing. Like when I talk about embrace your emotions, like that's it's okay. Like it's it's okay to be mad. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to whatever. Like emotions and feelings are okay because we're human. We're in this bodysuit. So what I'm saying is embrace that and analyze it. Like, why do I feel this way? Like it's kind of like like we are we are our own therapists because we have a higher being within us that can do way better, way more than a therapist can, because that higher being in us knows us. It's a part of us, so it can give you a whole lot more truth than somebody that's all about making $90 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to go with your higher self. You can call it higher self, intuition, your spirit, soul, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. I'm just saying, like, get in tune with that, and the way you get in tune with it is through, you know, isolation and meditation. When you're around a lot of people, around a lot of things, or if you're working, it's like a blockage to even like be in any kind of oneness with your inner self, because it's like the things of the world has put a hedge in between, so it's not able to communicate. It's not able to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because of the world. Yeah, meditating is very important for everybody. Like that's like, and the thing about meditation, you have to make time for it. Like it's not nothing that's gonna be natural. It's not. You're not gonna like be like, oh, I need to meditate. No, you have to like in the beginning, you just have to set time. But like, you know what? Because think about it, we do so much shit throughout the day that's pointless. You know what I'm saying? So we have time to take care of our inner selves. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, grind yourself to nature. Meditate, pray, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm I'm not against any religion, and I'm not also for anyone per se. You know what I'm saying? Like they all have truth and they all have ego. So wherever you at in your journey and wherever you're at with your spirituality, if you in a religion, like take take those practices and use those if they help. I mean, that's all I can say. Like I would before I got to where I'm at now, I was a part of a religion myself, so I get it. And sometimes you have to have a some kind of foundation, and then you can expand it once you get that. But I encourage anybody like to get find what works for you. You know what I'm saying? If it's Christian, Muslim, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jewish, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like find what fits you and go with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's you have to have that foundation in order to understand that it's all the same, it's all one, and you know you just gotta have that foundation. So meditation, yes, is very important, and I encourage everybody to do that first thing in the morning before you like when you get up, go use the bathroom, whatever, and just come back and just go understand yourself, understand your thoughts, understand your feelings and emotions. And if you dream, like record your dreams. And I tell people like you have to like dreams are are realer than this right here. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, when you wake up, you have to write it down because you'll forget it. You will forget it. So what I do, I keep like a notepad. Well, you can use your cell phone, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And use your notepad on your phone. But as soon as you wake up and you remember, like if you got that dream, you about to record it right then and there, because if you don't, it's like it's gonna be clear. Then it's gonna just like, yeah, it's gonna leave, like, and you won't even remember nothing. So record your dreams. Dreams are important. Also, I do interpret dreams. Like if you know somebody that does, but um, but make sure, cause like dream interpretation is it's a gift. You know what I'm saying? So not not too many people can interpret dreams correctly. I ain't talking about using Google and nonsense. Dreams, like dream interpretation, is a gift, and in order for it to be correct, you have to find somebody that has that gift and that is, true, real. Oh wow, okay. Well, I'm glad I answered your question, Skyroom. Gratitude, gratitude. Definitely meditate, definitely meditate. Also, ground yourself in nature. Barefooted, walk barefooted, hug trees, connect with the plants, touch the plants, connect with them, talk to them. They're we're all the same. We're living beings. They're living, we're living. So you talk to them. Everything is one. All right, y'all. Probably got like 2 more minutes, and I'm signing out. If anybody got any more questions, I'll take about one or two more. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. That way, when I do go on my lives, you'll get a notification that you'll be able to join me live. Because I'm going to be doing these more often, to be honest. Because if I can help one person, hey, I've done my duty. Then to, speak on things that nobody can resonate with. So I'm going to start doing these at least once a week. And I'll probably pick a day, that way I can let everybody know, so that way they can definitely tune in to the live so they can throw their questions out. Good night. Good night. Gratitude, love, and peace. All right. Well, I think, and that's about a wrap. So, make sure you, like I said, subscribe. That way, when I do my lives, you'll be able to get notifications, and you can log in and join me live. Um, I told everybody to ground yourself, right, but also make sure you exercise too. Whatever, like walking, lifting weights. Lifting weights is very good. If you do yoga, karate, like all these things are like disciplines for the mind. Yes, it it affects us physically and in a good way, but also it's more on the mind, because even when you're working out, lifting weights, like it's all mental. It's I got I always come. I'm a trainer, so I always tell people like lifting weights is just not physical; it's mind, body, soul. Because if you know, in order to get to your goal, you have to believe it. And you have to do the necessary things to get there, as far as eating, the things that you drink, you know, and things that you need to cut out. So, um, like I said, anything that involves like um, that involves activity, like you play basketball or if you play tennis, like that's good, man. Like you got to that's things that we need to do, to because again, you just can't be a spiritual person and then you don't take care of your body. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't take care of your mind by indulging in truth and knowledge. So it's mind, body, soul. You know what I'm saying? That's if you consider yourself to be spiritual, that you have to do all that. You know, you have to be all that. You have to be, because at the end of the day, that's that's all about oneness. You know, it ain't like you just do this and do this and do this. No, it all come together. So take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind, and take care of your soul by grounding yourself. All barefoot, hug trees. The stuff that the world would look at you like you crazy, do it. Cause that's the shit that's gonna take care of you the best. Not this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to the agriculture, like gardening, you know what I'm saying? Growing your own vegetables and foods, and raising your own livestock. Like that's the shit that we're gonna have to get back to. Um, and mark my words, it's coming. It's I'm not saying it's gonna come real soon, but it's coming. So prepare yourself. It's gonna be a time where we're gonna go back to living off the land and being one with the land. All right, my time is up. So again, gratitude for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe so that way you'll see when I come back in. And as always, love, peace.